And there were the shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks by night. According to Luke's gospel, shepherds were the first to hear about the birth of Jesus.
The angel appeared to the shepherds. Do not be afraid, for I am bringing you good news of great joy for all people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior who is the Messiah, the Lord. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying glory to good in the highest, and on earth peace.
those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. So Joseph also went up to the Nazareth in Galilee to Bethlehem of Judea. He went there to register with Mary, who was great with child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to find the one who was born King of the Jews. Following the star, they made their way to Bethlehem. They found the babe lying in a manger with his mother Mary, and kneeled down and worshipped him. Then they presented him with gifts of gold, incense, and myrrh.
Finley, where are you? What's the greatest gift you ever received? You can think a little bit, but don't take all night. There's cookies to be had. Tell me something. What's the greatest gift you ever got? You don't know. Eli, what's the greatest gift you ever got? Being born. Well, I wonder if your parents would say the same thing. They wouldn't? JC, what's the greatest gift you ever received? Oh, come on.
Probably my license.
His license. That tells you something about his age. The greatest gift I ever received was a pony. It was a snowy, cold Christmas morning, and Daddy said, "Go look out the window." And I went to the window and looked out. I didn't see anything. It was pouring down the snow. And Mom was in the background saying, "You're going to have to take her up on the hill." And so Mom started putting my snow pants on. You know, it was a big deal back then. You had snow pants and my gloves and my hat and my boots. And we went up, and standing there was a black and white fuzzy pony. I was so thrilled. I wanted to ride it immediately. Of course, I didn't get to, not for several days after the ground thawed a little bit. But that was probably one of the greatest gifts that I got. So, in the beginning of this program, I told you all the things that I love about Christmas. Oh, but you know, I left out something really big, a big something. Actually, the biggest something of all. I mean, what are we even celebrating? Christmas isn't about presents or the greatest gift you ever got. What's it about, guys? Jesus' birth. Jesus' birth, that's right. It's all about Jesus. How could I have forgotten about Jesus? It's his birth that we're celebrating. It's even named after him. Look at the name, Christmas. When I think about it that way, it makes me wonder if I missed an important part of preparing for Christmas. I mean, does Jesus care if the tree has twinkly lights on it or not, or if they're blue or red or mixed? Does he care if a wreath is on your door or gifts under the tree? Now, these aren't bad things. We enjoy them. but we can't let them take the place of the most important gift of all, Jesus. And so as it gets closer to Christmas, it gets easier and easier to forget what Christmas is really all about because the rush is on. But we just have to remember that it's Jesus that we're celebrating. And we can get ready to celebrate by preparing our hearts. Now tonight, I want to thank all my special helpers, and some of them I think made it into the program, but I left out John. Thank you, John, and thank you, Ashley, and Beth, and Anissa, and one of the greatest gifts this church has, right here. These talented young people who are willing to come and put up with me, because I get pretty bossy, and to share their talents with you, their gifts. So our closing song tonight is another duet by Gray and Lucy. I hope you'll enjoy it. Now, we ask that you come out in the fellowship hall and join us for some cookies and punch.